All right. Welcome everyone to our live session. And while you're joining, please type your name and also where are you joining from, which country are you in right now. So we usually have this international community coming together, and I believe that when we do conscious practices on our own, that's powerful for us, and it's 10 times or 100 times more powerful when we are doing in a group settings, when we are doing it together, because we also contribute to healing the planet and everyone who needs it right now. So I'm really, really grateful for everyone joining now, and whoever will be watching this recording later on as well, I'm welcoming you as well. My name is Alsu. I'm a holistic therapist and a breathwork coach as well. So today I'll be sharing my latest discoveries on emotions and how to process emotions. I've been working with this theme probably since a long time, because that was an issue for me and myself. I've been struggling with stress and anxiety, and also I didn't know how to deal with emotions. I learned to suppress them and just be strong. So that's why later on I started discovering new way of dealing with my emotions, and I understood that it could be beautiful actually and so powerful. So that's why I see that these days, especially during these COVID times, it became more vivid for many people that it's time to do something to change the way people deal with emotions. And I'm sure that you are here because you also understand it and you would like to see some changes in your life. So if you just can comment as well and type what are your key issues with how you deal with emotions at this moment, or maybe what type of emotion that you're struggling with the most. Also, thank you so much for answering questions through email and Instagram. It really helped me to understand better what will serve you the most. So I will definitely answer to some of the questions that came up before, and you can just type it here as well. And everyone who is joining, just joining, please type your name and where are you joining from, which country. So we will also see which countries are present here today with us. And always you can do just one breath, settling in for this session, for this practice. And let me know if you can hear me well. So if you can just comment, all good, if you can hear me well, and if any issue, then also let me know so I can just change it at the beginning of the session. Hi, Ethan. And Manasi as well. Welcome, everyone. All right, so you are hearing me well. So then let's begin our conversation first about emotions. And most of the time, I notice that there are usually two ways of how dealing with emotions. One way is suppressing them, that I don't want to feel anything. I just want to change the subject. I want to only feel positive, and usually it leads into certain distractions, certain destructive behaviors. For example, overeating when you feel stressed, or maybe drinking, playing games too much, or even watching Netflix. Sometimes it might be nice to relax. Sometimes it might be just to suppress whatever is going on with your life right now. And the other way is extensively expressing emotions when you might hurt someone that you didn't want to hurt. So you can also type, whoever is joining right now, on which side are you? Is it that you tend to suppress your emotions as your first reaction? Or is it that you feel that you are just blending together with this emotional overwhelm and you cannot control it? So you can also share which side are you on right now, or maybe that's your natural trained response, reaction. And then I will also see what side it's the most important to cover today. But anyway, probably since you are here, you all know that none of these reactions are actually healthy, because suppressing emotions doesn't work on the long term. It might even cause certain physical illnesses, even cancer or digestive issues, or a lot of things that can come up if we didn't feel at the right time. When the emotion comes and we suppress it like a balloon under the water, it will be still there. It doesn't leave us. It's just that right now it screams. It needs to for you to hear it. That's why it finds another form, and you might get sick or feel certain physical illness. So that's why we definitely don't want that way of suppression. And as you probably experienced, that if you numb one emotion, for example, anger or something like that, you will numb eventually all of the emotions, including joy and authentic freedom, inner peace, and joy of life. And when you are extensively overexpressing emotions, that might be feeling at least some relief, but at the same time, it creates a loop of guilt, and then you feel bad about yourself, and it's again constant drama. So that's why today I'm going to show you another way when you can actually work with your emotions in a more healthy manner. So you might be asking, okay, how do I do that? So emotions or feelings, they are called feelings, so they're meant to be they're meant to be felt. That's why the only way for you to create healthy relationships is to actually take the courage and feel it. Sometimes some people are getting scared, like, I don't want to open that box because it might come up a lot of things that I didn't want to touch before. But I like how Brené Brown just said in her interview that you probably stand in front of Pandora box and you think that you are standing outside of it, being afraid of opening it. But in fact, you are already inside this Pandora box and you are already taken over by this emotional overwhelm, but you are dealing with it in unhealthy manner, in not the most productive and effective way. So that's why you are already there. That's why you are feeling it, but probably you can take another way to process those emotions. And obviously, the first step in order to feel emotions is to accept presence of it and become aware. So that's why awareness is always one of the most important key. When you feel that some event happened and you feel that the emotion is coming up, the first step is just to become aware. Something is triggering you, you are reacting. And just stay with this, just observe this state. Because usually what stops us from feeling our feelings, actually our judgment. It's our judgment. We're judging all our emotions, if it's good or bad. If it's a good feeling, I want it. If not, no, go away. Well, in reality, anger actually can be helpful. Fear can be helpful in certain situations. Anger can create certain healthy boundaries and protection. Fear can lead you to a deeper state of connecting with your intuition. And in general, all emotions is just a source of information. Those are signals from your inner wisdom. Those are just signals for you to discover something about yourself, about the world. And it doesn't matter. There is no good or bad emotion. So that's why the first step is let go of the judgment, at least for today and for probably for the next week. Try to release these judgments, this resistance, because actually discomfort and pain can be opportunity. It can be an opportunity for you to heal something, to discover new parts of yourself, to become more whole and complete. So that's why releasing these judgments will help you as the first step to become aware, to stay with it and observe. Secondly, emotion is actually energy in motion. So it's the energy that was probably stuck in some part of your life. You learn this as a reaction. So you are just replaying the same reaction. So you are acting the same way as you were trained when you were a child. So maybe if you had a certain drama at in your family, that's when you learn to respond in this way, to freeze or to fight or to flee. And right now, some part of you is still with this stuck energy that wasn't released, wasn't resolved. So imagine if a child will be crying and if you put them in a closet, it will not help them. Maybe you will not hear them, but they will be heard. So the same your emotions, it's like your children. In order to heal them, you need to bring them back, to integrate all of the lost parts of yourself and say, okay, I see you, I hear you. Tell me, what do you need from me? Tell me, how can I support you? So this compassionate, kind way, being a loving parent to yourself is also an essential part. You start with an awareness and unblending from whatever emotion, overwhelming emotion that you're experiencing in order to stop this pattern of reaction, the same reaction. And then you can start looking inwards and you can realize what part of me that requires integration. What is that emotionally charged memory in me that produces the same reaction? So only then you can actually take responsibility, you can respond to any situation. For example, a client of mine, she was telling me that every time her boss writes her, she feels completely freaked out. She feels stressed, and but there is no reason for that. Probably her boss is just asking, okay, can I receive report of the week? And it's just normal question. A person needs to understand their business situation. But because she had controlling mother, because she felt always hurt, she felt small in this situation, all of these parts, all of these unhealed, emotionally charged memories are coming, and she reacts the same way as she was reacting when she was 5 years old. So now she's not dealing with the actual situation that she has with her boss, but she is just replaying the same scenario. And it's very interesting because the universal life usually brings us this situation as opportunities in order for us to resolve, to heal ourselves. So when we stop suppressing, when we stop ignoring those feelings, when we actually embrace this state, we take it in and we observe it, we have an opportunity to heal these unresolved memories, this charged history, and we can shift it. And how do you do that? The most important to understand that you don't always need to understand reasoning, when exactly happened, what influence, what's the root cause. The majority of time you can just stay with this feeling because it's the energy. It's that stuck energy that's stuck in some point of your life and it needs to be moved. Emotion is energy in motion. So that's why you can just allow this energy to move through you, to be resolved. And what usually blocks this movement is our resistance. We resist the pain. we have this fear that if we will start feeling, it will be worst. Well, maybe on a short term, in that moment, when you feel it, it might feel more intense. But at the same time, in a long term, imagine that you will be all the time resolving, taking all of these triggering situations as opportunities. Then you can actually move forward with authentic joy and wholeness. So in the long run, it will cause you much less pain because you will have less painful situations. Many people deal with their parents and experience these things. When their parents tell them something, suddenly some emotional reaction comes that they feel that they can't control it. So imagine if you will take it instead of constantly reacting the same way, you can take time even after the situation finished, just noticing, bring back this feeling and heal it, work with it, stay with it. That's when you can resolve some of your memories. And when you will be with your parents again, you can see the situation more clearly. Okay, right now my mother is just asking me to clean the dishes. She's not trying to ignore me. She's not trying to hurt me. She just asks so you can be present with the situation that is happening. Later on, the more you do this type of work, the more you realize that every person has their own stories. So that's why when two people are in the situation, you are working with your stories, another person is working with your stories, and together you are creating some common stories. So it's never what is actually happening is our perception that we need to work with. All right, so that's pretty much it that I wanted to share with you at the beginning as the process that we will be working on. So the first exercise that we will do today will be dedicated to awareness, to be able to become more aware of your emotions, how to switch attention and focus from the external event inwards. And then we will be going into the second exercise that will be guiding you through how to heal some part of yourself, the part of you that is probably lost or stuck somewhere, how to bring it and integrate it back. So the first practice, I think it's available to everyone. For the second one, if you are experiencing any severe depression right now or any mental illness, for that, please just be careful and probably consult with your therapist first. But for the majority of you, I assume that we can just proceed with the practice. So just sit comfortably wherever you are. Do one cleansing breath as breath of relief, fully inhaling. And on exhale, just release and relax. And just stay with the moment. Close your eyes and notice yourself, notice where you sit. Notice sensations in your skin, how clothes are touching your skin. And start observing your breath. Just focus on the movement of your breath. Notice your inhalation process and exhalation. Notice what feelings and overall felt sense that you experience right now. Notice your physical sensations. Just scan through your body. Maybe there are some places where you feel certain tension. Maybe somewhere you feel more relaxed. Just observe and notice whatever is happening for you right now. And any time where you feel that it's tense, you can always do a breath. On inhale, creating more space for that part of your body that needs it. On exhale, just relaxing. Now focus your attention on your emotions. Notice what came up during the conversation, while I was speaking, maybe certain emotions that stood up for you. Notice, what do you feel around your heart? Notice your overall felt sense. What's the overall feeling? And on the next inhale, just create more space for yourself. Inhale. And on exhale, just relax and release. Let go resistance. Notice your thoughts, whatever thoughts that are passing by right now. Bring your attention that there is also a space of your soul, something bigger than you. And right now, just bring your attention to your feelings, to your emotions. And I want you to find where in your body you feel sadness. If you can just think about sadness, maybe some recent time where you felt sad a bit. If you're just allowing yourself to welcome it and experience presence of it without any judgment, just allow it to be. And I want you to notice where is in your body where you feel sadness. And you can place your hand on that part of your body. Just place your hand whenever you feel it. And if you don't feel anything, that's all right. Just continue the practice with me. Do one cleansing breath. On inhale, creating more space. On exhale, just letting go. And right now, think about love. Where is in your body you feel love? Maybe this is an energy that is moving. Maybe you can strongly feel it in a specific part of yourself. Just allow yourself to observe love, to welcome it into your space right now. Create space. And feel, where is it in your body? And just allow yourself to feel it. Create space on inhale. And on exhale, release any resistance. And right now, think about anger. Maybe anger is something that is one of the most familiar emotions. Or maybe that's problematic for you to feel it. Right now, without any judgment, knowing that anger is just energy. Anger helps us create healthy boundaries, move forward. So right now, just notice where in your body you feel anger, where you notice it. What are the sensations of it? Inhale and exhale. And you can put your hands to find the place where you feel it the most. For every person, it might be different. And do one cleansing breath. And think about fear. Fear is one of the most common feeling, especially these days. So just allow it to be present with you right now. Allow yourself to observe it without noticing or labeling it as good or bad. Just feel it as energy pattern. Observe it and put your hands where you feel it the most. And do one cleansing breath. On inhale, expanding yourself, creating more space. On exhale, release. And one more time, inhale. And exhale. And right now, think about joy. Is it familiar to you to feel joy? Or is it something that you feel that is forbidden? So allow it to just be present. in any amount, any way how you can feel it, just let it be. Where is it in your body? Maybe it's moving through you. Maybe it's a specific part. It's energy pattern, so you are just letting it move through. And just inhale, creating more space. On exhale, let go, resistance. And do one more cleansing breath. And you can slowly open your eyes right now. And just share in comments, how was it for you to find different emotions, energy of it within your body? Any insights, or maybe if some emotion was the most challenging for you, some of them was unfamiliar, and some probably was just very normal for you to feel. And if you were able to actually identify it in your body, because that's the first step. And if it wasn't for you so easy, that's okay. You just keep practicing. Whenever you experience any overwhelming emotion, any situation that triggers you, you feel it. Instead of focusing on the external event, switch focus on the inside. Because that's how you stop blending with it. You are separating, and it already gives you a little bit of freedom. Some of you already feel that, yeah, I feel my shoulders loosen now, shown me where the emotion stuck, liberating. And we didn't do even any specific thing with it, right? It was just awareness, simple awareness. Where is this emotion feels in your body? And just stay with it, keep noticing what's the change of it, what's the detail. You will notice actually that the moment you let go the resistance, it was flowing and it was easier to move for it. Maybe not immediately that you can feel this movement, but the more you observe, the more you stay with it, you can always create the way, the flow of it. And breathing here is a really amazing tool, because with breath, we can accelerate this movement. We can breathe, creating more space on inhale. On exhale, always relax and release the resistance, because it's the resistance that makes it more painful, makes it more discomfortable. While when you just allow it to be, stay with it, it actually not too scary. It's just a feeling, it's just an energy pattern. All right, so let's continue and let's move to the next practice. In some situation, you might notice certain familiar pattern, or maybe some overwhelming feeling that comes to you. So in that case, you can see it as an opportunity for you to heal. As I was telling you at the beginning of the session, that we can always find and heal those parts of ourselves that probably are lost, that probably were hurt when we were kids, especially from 1 to 7 years old. That's when we learn how to react. We observe and we take it in, not through certain education, but we are observing, because 95% of our brain takes information on subconscious level through our entire existence, through our body, through our observation, how to react to an environment and different situations. And you probably even created certain mechanisms that help you survive. Sometimes if it was a very dramatic situation, maybe quite abusive, emotionally abusive situation with parents, it might happen. And maybe for that moment, for the child, it was okay to actually protect themselves, to feel that they need to freeze or hide. But right now, you also remember that you have another part of yourself that is an amazing adult that is here during this session. And I'm sure that you do really great things in your life. So even you have this part of you that needs your healing, that needs your attention, and maybe it's some part of you that is coming from the child, from your history. At the same time, you have an adult who is currently here, who is strong, powerful, wise, helping other people. So this part of you, the adult self, usually can help. So you can bring them to help you to heal the part of you that needs it. So let's do this process. And you just sit comfortably again, and I'll be guiding you through it. Again, do one cleansing breath as breath of relief, creating more space for yourself. On inhale, expand yourself, expand your capacity to feel. On exhale, release any resistance, let it go. And allow yourself to sink in with your breath, to be fully present with yourself, to be present with your internal state right now, and focus your attention on your sensations of your body. What's the temperature of your body? How your breath is moving. You can always bring your presence back inwards into the moment right now. Right now, you are absolutely safe. You are protected. And right now, imagine the healing protective shield around you, like an aura. You always have it. Right now, just become more aware that you have an energy that surrounds you. You can probably feel it, or you can just imagine maybe certain color in front of you, behind you, below and above, on right and left side. Soothing and nurturing energies enveloping you right now. And you feel the ground below you, feeling safe and protected. And right now, just do one cleansing breath as breath of relief, fully inhaling through your belly. On exhale, relax. And right now, think about a situation maybe where you feel overwhelming emotions. Or you can notice what was certain triggering reaction that you experienced during the previous exercise. Maybe certain feeling like anger or fear came and you felt that you don't know what do you do with that. It felt that it's so overwhelming. So right now, just welcome it to be with you as an opportunity to heal. For some people, it might be anxiety or shame, guilt, or maybe certain resentment. So right now, just imagine, allow yourself to welcome this feeling into your space. Or if you want to bring in a specific situation, you can think about the situation if you are watching a movie, something that happened and that really triggered certain emotional reaction, where you felt as you are losing yourself, taking over and blended with this feeling. And right now, I want you to switch your focus from an event, from people who caused you this feeling, and focus on the feeling itself, on the feeling as it is. Allow yourself to let go the event or a person who brought you. They're just a messenger. So do cleansing breath. On inhale, create more space. On exhale, just release. Whatever emotion that is the most uncomfortable to you, or maybe from a certain situation that you would like to address right now, just stay with it. With every inhale, you have an opportunity to create more space, to become a container, to expand your capacity. On inhale, and on exhale, release resistance and judgments. There is no good or bad, right or wrong. Just notice the movement of energy inside you right now. And notice this feeling. Where is it in your body? Maybe it's in your heart, shoulders. maybe belly or throat, or maybe somewhere else. Just notice this energy. Notice it in details, how exactly it feels. Notice facial expression. Maybe it's changed somehow with this emotion. Notice any physical reaction in you. And on the next breath, just create more space. And now look deeper. Allow this feeling to be. Allow this feeling to be present with you right now, knowing that you have capacity. Like a loving parent, you can nurture this part of yourself that needs your attention right now. And looking deeper into this feeling, ask yourself within inside, what part of me that needs my attention right now? What this feeling is trying to say? What does it need from me right now? Or maybe you can even imagine, or you have an image of version of you who felt this way. And keep observing this feeling, how familiar it is, how far you can go, how long time ago it came to you. Maybe it's really familiar and you felt this way since when you were really young. To just notice what part of you that needs this attention and healing right now. Maybe you can just imagine a smaller version of yourself, a younger version, younger self, smaller self, that probably felt this way, that probably felt hurt or scared. And just imagine if you can ask this part of yourself, you can turn your eyes inwards and just ask yourself, what do you need from me right now? Do you need attention? To be seen? To be loved? What are you afraid of? And just understand the underlying fear beneath this emotion, underneath it. And ask this part of you, how can I help you? What do I need to do so you can feel less scared or you can feel more appreciated? And just listen. Allow yourself to relax. On inhale, create more space. On exhale, just relax. Let go the resistance. Let go any tension. Allow yourself to be with yourself, to observe the feeling. Stay with that part of yourself that needs your attention right now. And bring into your awareness another part of you that is an adult self, that is powerful, going on with life part. The one that helps colleagues, friends, the one that did so much, so many great things in life. And imagine how this part of yourself that is an adult self can take this part of you that needs your healing or attention and do whatever they want you to do. Maybe you can touch, offer gentle touch on your heart, on your cheeks, on your throat maybe. Whatever feels right, just follow your feelings, follow your guidance. Maybe they want to hear something, certain words. I see you. I'm here with you. I love you. Anything that they would like to hear, just say it to them. Maybe they want to be heard. Just listen to whatever comes. Listen what they need to say as a loving, trusting parent because they have immediate trust with you. And right now imagine that you have also another part of yourself that is a sense of higher self, maybe your future self, some bigger part of you that connected to divine, to the universe. And allow this presence to be with you right now as well, nurturing with compassion and kindness and universal unconditional love. You are innocent. Just understand and become aware of this innocence and allow to receive this healing, universal, kind, unconditional love into your heart, into that part of you that needed this attention and love right now. And you can ask this part again, this part of you, or maybe the version of you, or maybe just this feeling, or that part of your body, whatever is the most comfortable for you right now. And if you don't feel anything, that's also fine. Just keep going. And ask them, ask this part of yourself, how can I help you every day? What do I need to tell you, to say, or to do for you to feel safer, more protected, more visible and seen, heard, loved? And just listen to them. And remember this because as a child, they would like to have your constant attention, your repetition. So every day you can do this. Repeat these words to yourself or just placing your loving hand on your heart. Whatever feels right, trust yourself at this moment. And right now imagine that you can bring back all these parts of yourself, the part that needs your love and attention. You can hug yourself if you are holding them like a baby. And right now, just do one breath and expand your shoulders, becoming aware of an adult part that has all the strength to support yourself. And feel one more expansion, inhaling and becoming taller and stronger, feeling the presence of higher self. And let these all parts to be integrated, connected, and coming together right now as a light going into your heart that will be always with you. You can nurture it anytime. Together you are becoming more whole and complete. And you can also take responsibility, responding, because you know that you can heal yourself first. And just stay with this feeling, knowing that you are also receiving support from the universe right now. Every time that you have sincere kindness in your heart, you are experiencing the kindness of the universe. Every time you give, you also receive. And when you receive, you give as well. So just feel this process and flow of kindness and love going through you. From the top of your head, a healing light entering your body, going through your face, through your throat, through your heart, through your belly, shoulders and back, through your spinal cord and your feet and your arms. And having this feeling, just do 10 connected breaths with me. You can breathe through your mouth or through your nose in a connected way. More active inhale and more relaxed exhale. Inhale, relax on exhalation. Inhale, Create more space, and on exhale, just relax and let go any resistance. Allow yourself to relax. Inhale, being present with your breath. On exhale, just relax. Inhale, letting this energy of love and kindness to come. On exhale, let it flow through you. Inhale, creating more expansion. And on exhale, release. And one more time, inhale. And exhale. Just continue observing sensations in your body. Right now, focus on what's happening for you right now. Just scan through your body, gently scanning what's happening. Focus on your sensations. Focus on the changes of your energy pattern within yourself, with every breath, with every observation. Notice the movement of your breath. That's the energy that is moving. And one more time, we will do 10 connected breaths together. There is no right or wrong. Right now, just follow however it feels good for you to breathe, whatever feels the most nurturing and comfortable, because you are breathing with love and nurturing energy. And come back to your normal breathing. Just noticing sensations in your body, noticing any changes. Noticing that you have all the strength in you to observe and to learn from every reaction and triggering situation, to have it as an opportunity for you to heal, to grow. And you can take responsibility, moving into wholeness, inner peace, and authentic joy. And right now, feel the ground, feel your physical weight, feel tingling sensations in your fingers and toes. Take one breath. And on the next inhale, you can gently open your eyes, becoming aware of your surroundings, of noises and sounds around you. Notice something in your room that probably you didn't notice before. And please share with me, how was this practice for you? Maybe you got any insight or any sensations or feelings. Maybe for some of you, this practice was a little bit challenging still. Maybe you didn't feel anything. That's okay. The most important is actually to practice. Whenever you are right now in your life, with your awareness, that's a good start. It's always okay to start nurturing yourself, to becoming a loving parent to yourself. It's never too late. You can always just decide that right now, I want to integrate all the parts of myself that got lost somewhere. You can become a loving parent to yourself right here and right now. And the more you practice, the easier it becomes for you. Later on, you can notice all the emotions, feelings, even when you are in a meeting, in a working space, or in a Zoom call with your colleagues. You always can be present within the context of whatever is happening with you, and also within yourself, what the emotional reaction that you have. And if you will be not judgmental towards it, if you allow it to be just to flow, you will notice that you can actually make peace with it as well. And it feels liberating and even joyful. Sometimes, even if I experience certain anxiety, right now, if I observe it more, I'm just creating more space, breathing in, letting go resistance. First, I could understand that I could be okay. I could learn from it. I will just notice what is the message behind this feeling. And I don't no longer need to change it, to transform, to suppress it, or to eat something, or to overreact. I could still respond. Even, for example, you feel anger. Sometimes it's good to be angry if you see that a certain situation is not right. But in that case, it's not coming from your hurt child self that just needs your love, but actually it's coming from your adult self that is conscious of what's happening, that is aware of exactly everything, and you can respond. And that's the liberation, that's the freedom. All right, so you feel lighter, relieving, and relaxed and more peaceful, and already feel sleepy. That's good. You can just keep continue more being relaxed, enjoy this state, and keep practicing this. This recording will be available on Instagram and also on YouTube, so you can just use this practice again and again. And if you have more questions, you can just message me in private messages. I'll be happy to assist you. And if you're experiencing any probably feeling or situation in your life that you have challenges to deal with, you also can just message me and let's see what we can do. I could probably recommend you certain materials, or if you want to work with me, I have only, probably I will find the spot for you, but just let me know. All right. So thank you so much for everyone who joined today. If you still have any questions, please let me know. But right now, let's just do 3 cleansing breaths together. 1 cleansing breath as a gratitude to yourself for showing up, for doing this work, for becoming more aware. Because when you heal yourself, you heal your family. You are becoming the healer for your workspace, because you are no longer bringing this, you are no longer charging and feeding these emotionally charged memories. So I'm really, really grateful for you for doing this work. So let's do together cleansing breath. 3, 2, 1. And 1 cleansing breath as a gratitude to each other for sharing this journey, for being on this together. Let's do it together, having in mind all the people who joined today or will watch this recording later on. And let's do the 3rd cleansing breath as a gratitude to the entire universe for supporting us, for providing all we need, for the food, for the air, water that we have. Let's do cleansing breath with full of gratitude to the entire universe. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Stay aware and conscious and be compassionate and kind to yourself, especially during these times, and actually always. And if you like this session, you can share it with the person who needs it probably in your environment. Thank you, and bye-bye. Thank you. All right. And now I'm just ending this